everything set up properly, we are literally controlling our ad spend from $50 a day to sometimes that being too much to at the moment, I think the highest we've ever gone to is 150, and then we get so busy that we can't handle it.
Hi, I'm Sam. This is Brooke, work over electrical.
We're based in Adelaide and we're just a under 2 years electrical business.
Cool. What problem did you have before you joined the With You program?
We were running off like high pages and Airtask and all those like the bottom feeder platforms, I would call them. Yeah, pretty much it's a race to the bottom. You're dealing with customers that just want things dirt cheap. And you can't really, the problem with that is there's no scalability in it. So you can't hire anyone and pay them a decent wage. That's the problem. So I found it was really, really hard. Everything was really tight financially. And then when we jumped on Where You, we just had such a influx of better customers, direct, like they were obviously seeking out an electrician themselves, so they're mentally in a different state when they're, processing the form or submitting the call. And so I found the quality of the leads was better. I'm having better conversations on site with customers. We're getting larger and bigger jobs in as well. And then we were easily able to start scaling the company. Build it up to 3 vans on the road now, which is sick. And I'm off the tools. And it feels like we're actually grinding in the right direction now, which is really good. Sorry.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, did you have something to add?
Well, I was kind of like, it might be part of one of the other questions, but essentially, like the leads that we had coming in, we've had, we have so many of them. We actually, once we got everything set up properly, we are literally controlling our ad spend from $50 a day to sometimes that being too much to at the moment, I think the highest we've ever gone to is 150, and then we get so busy that we can't handle it. We kind of have to turn it back down and just wait and see what happens. So it's at a point where we can control it easily with money now that it's all set up and in a really good spot. And like Sam said, we've grown, and with that, the ad spend grows with it.
Awesome. Did you guys have any hesitations before you signed up?
not really, no. I didn't.
Sam didn't.
I didn't at all. So before the first call, even before we jumped on with Tim, I was just kind of vibe checking whether a guys what you guys are like from there on, but I already thought that what you were doing would pay off. I already thought like the results were there, the performance was there. It was just a matter of whether or not I thought we were a good fit as a company to a company. Um, but yeah, then quickly on getting in, yeah, we felt like the support was just elite. It was just, yeah, it's like great experience. Like working with you has been a breeze. You've been amazing. You and Chris specifically have been absolutely game changer for us. Even since the start, like, yeah, just the level of support is probably the best way. The level of care you guys kind of put into your own personal roles is just, yeah, you guys are really commendable, like team members. I think
Yeah.
Brandon owes a lot to you guys. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I certainly had my reservations because we were
Yeah.
we were a brand new business. Like we literally had like no money to spend. But we obviously knew that we had to find a way to get leads in the door because, like Sam said, High Pages, Airtasker, it wasn't working for us. So Sam does all the research, and then I jump on meetings once he's done research and thinks it's a good fit. And then essentially he was getting me in the meeting to try and convince me that it was a good idea. Um, and
Yeah.
then I think as soon as we jumped on that call, I instantly was like, yeah, we have no choice. This is what we need to do. I didn't know what other areas or marketing things that we could do. So I honestly, working with a marketing agency never crossed my mind because I didn't know it was an option. Um,
It's definitely a scary thought too.
it is,
Like,
it's
but
a big
we've
investment.
personally heard horror stories of people we know, and they would invest the same amount of money that was your original program into someone else, and they wouldn't even get a website built for 3 months. And I was like,
Yeah,
dude, just let me have access. I'll build you some piece of shit website that's better than what they'll fucking build you. And then yeah, it was just
yeah,
you feel awful, man. Like.
yeah.
Because it's
It's
like we're just, especially when you're in that position and you're at the first step of like trying to do something, and then you invest 5 grand into something that just falls through the floor. And that's a lot of capital
it
at the
is.
time, and it's terrifying. And so I went through like a ton of videos and I looked up these companies and see that they actually have ABNs, they're real companies, like did my research before. I didn't hit anyone up, like a lot of them hit us up to know, but I made sure they were actually helping real companies before
Yeah.
we actually jumped on a call with Tim and then, actioned anything.
Yeah. And like what we were like between 6 to 9 months postpartum with our daughter. Like
Mm.
we couldn't get to the workshops, but you guys had the options to
Yeah.
still facilitate the videos at home. So Sam and I would literally sit there and watch the videos and learn as much as we can, get everything
Yeah,
built.
we just sat there over a weekend. We literally watched, I think it was like 12 hours of just straight Sophie talking.
Oh, sorry about it.
No, it's great.
So, like, even if someone can't make, like, highly recommend the workshops over anything else, like,
Yeah.
it will get them there faster. But obviously, if someone needs that extra flexibility, because you don't come to states like Adelaide yet, which is probably good on our side of things at the moment.
Leave us alone. Stay fuck away.
But,
Yeah.
it still gives people that flexibility to go, you will still get what you need out of the program.
Yeah.
And, people have come to me and I'll say straight to them, look, it does require a bit of work to get through there, work out who your customer is and
Yeah.
get things up and running. But once you've got it running, it's smooth sailing from there. It's the best investment that anyone will have. I had someone actually try to ask me to train them literally a couple of weeks ago, and I went, dude, I'm like 6 weeks off of having a baby. I don't have time to do this.
Yeah.
We're also really sad we can't make it to the summit because obviously baby's coming and we're just like we're hoping it's going to
Oh,
be recorded because it
I've got
looks
a
good.
really good one for Brandon. He'll love this. So I was having a conversation with a dude who signed up with you guys that I recommended.
New Zealand, no
Um,
thank you.
and he finally jumped on with you guys, and I was like, "How's the program going?" And he's just like, "Dude, night and day. I literally had like my missus had to go back to full-time teaching, and I had 2K left in my emergency fund for the business. So he has an apprentice as well, and he was going through like incredible financial hardship. And I personally reached out to him and said, dude, just fucking jump on this thing. It'll save your life. You're gonna be okay. Like they're genuinely good people. Like it looks like Brandon talks a lot of shit, but like he knows his shit. His team's really good. Like the support network, I recommended like the dude get straight on with you and Chris and just lock it in and get started and just get the ball rolling. Like he had the time because he didn't have leads coming in and he was in debt financially 50K to a builder, and he didn't know what the hell to do. And then he called me up like 2 weeks ago and he's like, dude, you saved my life. I've got 50K in the bank account.
Oh,
And it's just
God.
like, yeah. And it's game changer, right? And he's got a young family and yeah, his missus is even thinking, I'm pretty sure he was in talks of like thinking about whether or not they,
Yeah.
she stays in teaching again. Um, Obviously she's probably like, fuck you, but I don't want to have to go through that again. But yeah, like it's game changer. And we recommend you guys to everyone. We've even recommended you to a Sparky locally, which is dumb move on us, but
Brave.
no, yeah, brave, but like, yeah, it's good. And I think if you get in and you're willing to take the leap, I think it's the best investment we've made as a business so far.
Awesome. Great to hear. Also, to be clear, there is work for everyone. Like I've had multiple clients in the same location. It's not an issue.
Hmm.
Great. So can you tell me how long you've been in the program and kind of where you started versus where you are now?
We jumped on
March
20
25.
March 2025.
Hmm.
Um, Obviously a brand new business, newly postpartum, young parents, very scary time. We've stayed with you guys for the 6 months and then again it's built our business. We've hired, we've grown, amazing. We did some co-pilot stuff with you for a little bit and then obviously personal reasons it was just a bit too much to juggle everything. Time kept
I think we just stacked too many overheads at the time and
we
we were like
did.
freaking out for no reason.
We did.
But
And
yeah,
then we tried to troubleshoot some things on our own and move domains over, and we went backwards quite a bit with our leads and technical issues, and we literally jumped back in. I think we only stayed away for like 2 or 3 months. And
Mm.
we were back in instantly. Instant email to Tim, hey, get us in ASAP. We need to sort this out. And
Yeah.
within um
He responded within hours. Like Tim's a legend.
Tim always responds
Yeah.
within minutes
Yeah.
or hours.
I feel like that dude doesn't sleep. He just
No,
fucking
he's a machine.
he just sits by his phone. He's just like, when's the next sale, dude?
Yeah, I actually just think he charges himself at night.
Yeah.
The sales is what charges him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a weirdo.
And then yeah, obviously, we've got a bit more energy and our personal life is a bit more stable for now.
Yeah.
We're in, our leads are coming back in the door because you and Chris have gone above and beyond to troubleshoot things at weird hours, just getting us back on track, which has been an absolute relief because we were very stressed. Obviously, hiring a sales and ops role and having absolutely no quotes booked in for them when they started was not ideal,
Mm.
considering Sam was being booked out for 2 weeks for quotes, hence why we hired someone. But
Yeah.
obviously, the change that we made is going to help us long term. And you guys have all the resources that help set them up. And if we have issues, you guys jump in and help us. And then hopefully in a couple of months, once we have baby number two, I'll be jumping straight back into some one-on-one co-pilots again and start exploring how we can, because we haven't done a lot in meta yet. We want to start exploring meta.
We've got a split system, our first job booked
Yeah.
in 2 weeks
Which is
now.
Ooh.
exciting.
So we're gonna like
We're going
film
to
a
build
bunch of
out.
stuff and a bunch of
Yeah.
photos, and then we want to come back with all the content to try and build an ad out.
But we don't want to do it on our own because we're not the experts and we clearly have learnt. Let's work with you guys and
Yeah.
keep building it to make sure it's on the right track. Because as much as I learn something, I'll chat to you guys again and then you guys start talking about other things and I'm like, I didn't know that. Why did we leave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, once you get things up and running, even the co-pilot one-on-one stuff is super good. It's the
Yeah.
consistency,
I
the
think the beauty
all
of
of it.
working with Where You specifically is the fact that you do have to do all of like a lot of the physical clicking and moving and editing and doing all that shit yourself, which is like
Time
it's
consuming.
time consuming
Yeah.
and it's a bit of pain, but um, I think the beauty is you do hold the people's hands through the process. You do show them, and it's like real world. Like, hey, it's not just like like me as a Sparky. I'm in your roof and I'm charging you $1,000, and you don't know why. It's like you can physically see, and you're walking us through the steps. So it's not like you just give your agency your money and you're just like, please do the work, and then praying they do it.
You're explaining it.
You're explaining it, and you literally, point and click or, self-control the mouse and show us exactly what's going on, and we can literally see it in real time, which is amazing.
Yeah, awesome.
Which we do not hear
Um,
feedback like that from other people.
No,
So
never.
yeah,
what has been the most valuable part of the program for you guys?
the support. Yeah, genuinely, like working with you and Chris has been the most game changer for us. Yeah, the one-on-one support, I think it's the personalization and the effort that you can directly see the people that you're working with just put out towards like genuinely caring about like our performance, and that's like that has been these for me that's been the biggest standout feature.
Yeah, obviously with all the freakouts that we've been having lately, just coming to you and Chris because you know our data, you know our stuff, you knew how good everything was when everything was working smoothly. Um, you guys like we tried to go to some of the other groups, but we were like I had my reservations because I was like, no, Sophie knows our stuff. She knows it works. She knows it's great. I'm like, Chris, we've given him a million headaches, but he knows our stuff too. It was like as soon as we jumped on with you guys, as many times as we jumped on, and I told Sam not to because Sophie told us to wait till next week. You guys didn't care. You were
Mm.
like, look, it's a short amount of data, but let's just show you, let's walk you through it. Let's just, it's not enough data, but it is still trending in the right direction. And that gave us peace of mind to say, maybe it's been a day or two, but we're on the right track. It's getting there. So I think, yeah, we honestly can't thank you and Chris enough through that time to get us through a really stressful moment, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Just got one more for you guys. If someone was on the fence about joining, what would you say to them?
Yeah, it's hard. I just don't even care
We
anymore. But it's like it's not it's more just like, look, man, I've given you the advice. These are my results. Like you either just jump on or don't. And then
That's only because
yeah,
we literally have
we have way too many
we
people
have
fucking
way too many people once maybe more than once a week reaching out to us to say, "Hey, we've seen your review on the page. What do you guys think?" Um,
but they want to have like a 4 hour phone call with us and then
they really want to pick our brain, and
yeah.
it's like they want us to be the sales team, and it's like, look, honestly, I say to them, jumping on Where You is the best thing that we ever did. It helped us build our business. We are not even 2 years into business. We have three fully qualified tradies. We have one school-based apprentice. We've got Sam and myself. Um,
We've got another guy locked in for
we
September.
have, yeah, we have another one
Yeah.
coming in September.
Yeah.
You know, our business has grown because, and our schedule is booked out usually 1 to 2 weeks ahead of time all the time. Like we have no issues with that.
Hmm.
We cannot hesitate with jumping on with them. But the best advice would be jump on a chat with the actual team and find out specifically how they can help you because every business is different and it depends on, I guess, what you want to put into it. Like it's hard
Yeah.
work at the start to get everything up and running, but once it's up
I
and
think that
running, you
that's the
barely have to
biggest
touch it.
deterrent as well. Like a lot of people, like mates who are Sparkies in different states, have come to me and said like, "Oh, what's the point like in doing it?" And then I'll be like, "Yeah, I have. Brooke did it all. Like she's the one that set up the majority of it, and I just actioned everything out in the field." And then a lot of the times they'll be like, "Oh, I don't have the time to invest in it." And I'm like, "Well, how are you going to get the results if you're not willing to put the effort in?" You know, like Brandon and the Where Use team's whole motto is like they want to work with you, but you have to do the effort. And if you're not willing to do that, then this probably isn't the company for you. But if you're willing to put the effort in, here's our results. They kind of like speak for themselves, and then you can take it or leave it. Yeah,
It's hard when,
it's hard. It's a hard one.
yeah, the conversations we've had, you know, we say this is our experience. At the end of the day, yes, it might seem like a lot of money for a small business, but it's the best investment that you'll probably
Yeah.
make.
I spoke to him the other week and said like, "Oh, how have you found the program since you joined?" He was just like, "Oh, it was like the best thing ever." He said, "Thank you so much. You and Brooke like saved my life, giving me Where You." Same story I told you before. And then he was just he was just like, "Yeah." He's like, "I don't know why you wouldn't do this." And I was like, "Dude, I literally had the same conversation with you 2 weeks ago. No, it was like 3 weeks ago about you having your own personal reservations about not spending the money on it."
Mm.
And now you're telling me how great of an investment it is and how stupid people would be not to spend the money. And it's
His
like,
first conversation was, I know where to get the money from if it's a worthwhile investment. He didn't think it was a maybe choice. He knew he had to spend money to get his business back on track.
hmm,
He just wanted to make sure he was getting in the right direction. Every other conversation we've had with people, they're too scared to do it. He was like, that's where you guys filter them out. Are they going to do the work? So
Mm.
from out of all the conversations we had, he's the one up there that we knew would do the work, knew he had to fight, knew he had to spend the money to get there, and he's benefiting from it.
yeah.
Whereas everyone else is just like, do we? Don't we? And it's
We
like,
cared about helping him because he's like another young dad,
oh, we
like
care about
another
everyone that we've
Sparky.
spoken to, but he's the probably the most positive conversation we've
Yeah.
had that we knew would be willing to do the work, I
Yeah.
think.